Hey Canucks fans, the Vancouver Canucks were defeated 3-2 by the big, bad, ugly Boston Bruins in Boston. Canucks' third straight loss on this 5-game road trip. 9 losses out of the past 10 games. Not good. Let's talk about what I liked, what I didn't like, and one other thing. I'll preface this by saying I watched the first 2 periods. Then for the third period, I had to go to church. I had to go to this particular mass because I was serving at it. So when I left, it was 2-1. And when I got home, it was 2-1 in Vancouver. And when I got home, the game was over and it was 3-2 Boston. So from not only the 40 minutes that I did observe, but the highlights and what I've read afterwards, here's what I liked. I liked the fact that Canucks got 38 shots on goal. Didn't like the fact that Boston got 42, but I liked the fact that they did indeed get 38 shots on goal. And I thought, I wouldn't say that they controlled or they were the better team. I actually think Boston was the better team, but I'm certainly not going to fault the Canucks' effort in this night. Maybe it's just a matter of not being as talented as Boston. Boston's best player stepping up, which I'll get to in a second. But you certainly can't fault the effort of the Vancouver Canucks. Power play 1 for 4. Could have been 2 for 4 if Nils Höglander just wasn't so anxious to get into the zone. So I thought that the power play was pretty good for the Vancouver Canucks. And I definitely thought that the most noticeable player was indeed Conor Garland. He had the goal, the second goal of the game for Vancouver. 6 shots on goal, 18.5 minutes of ice time. So I really like Conor Garland's game. And as I tweeted about, he's in the middle of everything, whether he's engaging hit for hit with Brad Marchand or scoring goals that don't count, or then finally scoring goals that do count. I indeed like Conor Garland's game. You know, I also, in a good way, I did notice Tucker Poolman and Tyler Myers. Now, Poolman, it was a +1, 5 shots on goal, and then whereas Myers had 2 shots on goal, 2 hits, and 3 blocks. So both of them quite active. Myers had almost 10 more minutes of ice time than Poolman, but I didn't mind the games of Myers and Poolman. So I think when I think about it, that's really actually Tyler Mott was quite noticeable too. On the penalty kill, he had a chance for 1 breakaway, and then he got tripped, and then the second time he had an outright breakaway. Doesn't have the best finishing ever, but it's nice to see his speed on the penalty kill for sure. I also like the effort of Tanner Pearson on the first Canucks goal as well. Okay, let's get to a few things I didn't like. I didn't like the fact the Canucks gave up 42 shots. And I say Halak, I was fine with Halak's game. 42 shots on goal. He saved 39 of them. I think that the 2 power play goals, you can't really fault him, but maybe he could have got the first one for sure that Bleed scored. But other than that, I thought Halak was pretty good. 39 saves, that's pretty good. Especially, I'm sure he wanted to play well in his return to Boston. So add Halak to what I liked. Okay, what I didn't like, the fact that the Canucks gave up 42 shots on net. Also didn't like the fact that Boston went 2 for 3 on their power play. That means the Canucks only killed off 1 out of the 3 Boston power plays, which was not good. I thought Jason Dickinson struggled a lot when it came to the penalty kill. Granted, Boston has some really good forwards, but he got both Boston's power play goals. Dickinson either lost a man or had a coverage issue or error, which led to Boston scoring. So I thought Dickinson struggled a little bit, although he's a +1 because he was on the ice for more even strength goals for the Canucks than he was, because obviously shorthanded goals don't count against your plus-minus. But I did think that Dickinson struggled a little bit, especially on the penalty kill. Pearson, we got to talk about him. He only had 13 minutes of ice time. 13 minutes. I believe he had the lowest 5-on-5 ice time of all forwards, because he did get almost 5 minutes of power play time. So take that away. That's only just over 8 minutes of regular, even strength time. That's not enough, and he's got to be. And look at his stats: no goals, no assists, no zero plus minus, 2 shots on net, no hits, no blocks, 1 giveaway. So a lot of zeros and then 2 shots on goal. Simply not good enough for someone who's supposed to be our best player. So I thought, didn't like our penalty kill, didn't like Dickinson on our penalty kill. He's really struggling. I don't like how absent PD has been, especially at even strength. One other thing. this one's, well, actually, the other thing I didn't like too is Boston's big guns came, our goals came from Pearson. You wouldn't call him one of our big guns, and Garland, who's becoming a fan favorite, but I'm still not sure you call him, a big gun. Whereas when you look at Boston, their goals are from Marchand and Pastrnak, two of their best players. You had Bergeron, of course, with 2 assists. So there we go. Marchand was 1-1 for 2. Bergeron had 2, and Pastrnak had 1. So their 3 best players had 5 points between them. Where you'd say our best players, best player in assists, Garland on assists, but then nothing from Miller, nothing from Peterson, nothing from Horvat. So again, best players, especially on offense, got to be better. And one other thing I didn't like, actually, now that I think about it, poor Yaroslav Halak. In the 5 games that he started, the Canucks have scored a total of 7 goals. I think 3 games where they scored 1 goal and 2 games, including tonight, where they scored 2 goals. And Halak must be begging, pleading for some more support. All right, one other thing. I hate feeling like this when I'm watching Canucks games, but you almost expect them to lose. But I think here's the big difference. I know a lot of people out there, even people that purport to be Canucks fans, it's almost like they're reveling in the Canucks losing. I'd agree with them. I think we'd all agree that we expect them to lose. But once they actually do lose, I think there's a difference. And I'm going to talk about this in my live stream at 10 o'clock tonight. There's a difference in how you handle it. Like, I can still acknowledge that there's a good effort, that I want them to win, whereas others might actually, it's almost like they take delight in the Canucks losing. It's kind of hard for me to explain, but we simply know something's got to change, whether it's GM, coach, players, whatever it is. We've been talking about that for the past month. But it's kind of bad because even when I left my house for church at the 2-1 Canucks up, I just had a feeling. It didn't surprise me that they lost. And that's a sad feeling. And if I'm feeling that, I don't know what the coaches and players are feeling like. But that also doesn't mean that I want them to lose, or I'm laughing at them losing, or I'm saying, here we go again, or I think it's going to help, drive views on my YouTube channel or anything like that. I so badly want them to win, as I'm sure many of you do too. And I take no delight in them losing, but at the same time, you kind of expect them to do so. And that's pretty hard, pretty tough place to be as a Canucks fan. So there we go. What I liked: shots on goal, Garland, Pullman, Myers, power play, Mott. What I didn't like: shots allowed, penalty kill, Dickinson, Pearson, lack of run support for Halak. Our best player is not producing. One other thing, it's sad that we expect the Canucks to lose right now, but I guess what we can control is how we react to it. Canucks fans, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. One other thing, leave in the comment section down below. Be eligible for a chance to win a $50 gift cert to a van base that I'll draw on Wednesday on my live stream. Other than that, I hope you join me at 10 p.m. in a little while for my live stream, for my Sunday night live stream. And I'll give quick shout outs to my hero members: nucksfan number 29, Justin Credible, Lucas Gates, and Andrew Chang. Hall of Fame members: Jens95, simalexander, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, Carol Bovenlander, and HSM Fangirl Gaming. Thanks for your support as always, and thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You are listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this during my videos, or the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. And thank you to my lead sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate Group. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all your real estate needs. And to Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss, sign up now for a free 7-day trial. Use the link in my video description down below. Okay, live stream at 10 p.m. tonight. And tomorrow, look for a brand new series that I'm launching called Week at a Glance. You'll see what I mean. Pretty self-explanatory what I'll be talking about. Okay, friends, subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you'd like to. Become a member of this channel if you'd like to. And leave a comment down below if you'd like to. What you liked, what you didn't like, and one other thing. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great night. See you at 10 p.m. God bless, and go Canucks go.